I think a lot of patients are a little bit naive to what exactly different dental treatments and procedures are. So I wanted to start by just kind of explaining what exactly an implant is. An implant is a titanium artificial root that is put into the jawbone after a tooth is missing, and it's used to secure teeth as such. And it's essentially a substitute for a tooth root, if you like. The alternative system which we use does rely on having some teeth present, but it's just a tooth essentially made out of a fibre material that is stuck very securely to adjacent teeth. And in my experience, it's always a lot easier to work with things that are already there, like roots that are already there, teeth that are already there, than go placing things and hoping we've got the orientation right. Because with implants, you have to place the implant very accurately to get a final result that's synchronized with the mouth. And that can be tricky and another factor to consider. We just want to keep your teeth as long as possible and avoid the need for more complicated, painful procedures which are no longer going to be available if you let someone take out your teeth before we get the chance to tell you. I'm going to do a quick video underlying the differences between implants and the FIBRE system, because I feel like it's good for people to know, and because they have the right to choose what they want, not always be offered whatever it is that's given. So to start with, time. So an implant usually takes about 6 months. Usually, sometimes they place them immediately, but it usually takes the case that you place the implant, you have to wait a period of time wearing a denture while it heals, and then after another 3 months the final crown or whatever it is or bridge is put on. Obviously that's when you've not got a tooth, but with the FIBRE system it's done on the same day, so that would be an advantage. If I wanted something, I'd want it done quite quickly. And so yeah, only a day for the FIBRE and up to 6 months for an implant. The final product, so like how it looks at the end, well, I believe that you can get a better appearance with the FIBRE bridge because the operator, i.e. me, can see everything, can match the colours right, blend things in the way they should be, better than if we put a titanium screw into the jaw. We have to worry about the angulation of the root being right, and sometimes the cosmetics isn't as easy to achieve because the gum can come down and it can be unpredictable and a lot harder to fix, actually. So that's a negative for implants, in my opinion, as well. Obviously, the other main thing is that an implant is a surgical procedure. You have to cut the gum, drill into the bone. It's quite, it's a little bit invasive. Most people wouldn't really fancy if they could avoid it. And with the FIBRE bridge, well, you don't even really need to even get an injection. So you can get it done. It doesn't involve any damage to any adjacent teeth, really. Maybe just removing of a filling to accommodate the fibre, but generally you're left much the way you were. So that's another big advantage in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, so the only thing that an implant might have is it might last a bit longer, but that also, in my opinion, isn't always necessarily an advantage, because an implant might last a long time, but if anything goes wrong, maybe 3-4 years later, that can be a lot harder to fix. And we're seeing that with a lot of patients, because if the implant gets infected or the bone starts to drop, or there's a number of things that can go wrong with an implant. Don't be led to believe that because you're spending that money, it's going to last forever. But the good thing about the FIBRE system is if anything goes wrong, you can fix it very easily. On the same day, we don't have to ask the lab, there's no real big overheads, and that's another thing I like about it. And yeah, it might be the case that the implant lasts 10 years without a problem, and the FIBRE might break, 7-8 years, but if you can fix it that easily, to me it's still worth it. So yeah, and then that comes down to obviously the cost, which is a significant difference. We've had a lot of patients coming in saying they've had huge price quotations for implants, and we don't look at the quotes, but we give them the prices of ours, and they're quite blown away at the difference. It is quite a big difference in price, and it's because we don't have to involve a laboratory, we don't need as many appointments, we source everything at chairside, and yeah, they're the main reasons. We're able to provide a much lower cost. All the work comes with a 3-year guarantee, as you know anyway, so we're pretty confident it's going to see you for a long time. They're really the main things that I can think of, and with the pictures associated, I hope you can understand a little bit better as to why an implant isn't always the best idea. But if you are unsure, or you've been quoted for an implant or something, then I would recommend anyway that you come and I can explain a bit more detail why it might be better to try this system if indeed it is possible. And it's a free consultation, so I would like you to benefit, and I would like you to know that this option is available to you, and you might not need to go through a lot of time and pain and cost to get a replacement tooth. So yeah, in summary, that's what this video is about, and come see us if you'd like us to tell you if you're suitable, and yeah. So to summarise, what we would say is, if you've had a really big implant quote or any kind of dental treatment quote that you're not certain about, come along and let us have a look so that we can tell you if this is an option, so that you don't end up going through a lot of pain, time and expense unnecessarily. We're happy to give you our advice. You don't have to follow through with the treatment, but we're here to help, and our main goal is to give you a product that's pain-free and that doesn't need to cost the earth, and that you don't need to worry if anything goes wrong with, and generally, you know, keep your own teeth is really what I would like to reinforce more than anything. Is our aim here is for you to keep your own teeth, and we reinforce what you've got. We don't take them out and put artificial roots that cost a lot of money in, which I believe isn't the best way of doing things. Okay, so thank you for watching my video. I hope it's helped, and I hope to see you at some point soon, whether or not you follow through or not. Just come along and I'll tell you the truth. So yeah, if you want to come for a consultation, we've got ability to book on through the Facebook. You can send it as a WhatsApp, or go on the website. I think it's going to come up here at some point. Or you can even go and book it directly through the website. We have an online system. But yeah, come down and see us.